Hey everyone, it's Your Name, and welcome back to another episode of Lights, Camera, Hustle, where we talk about making content work harder for you. But let me ask you a real question. Are you still spending hours chopping up long videos into tiny clips, rewriting all those captions, and manually scheduling everything across every single platform like it's still 2009? If that chaotic workflow sounds familiar, trust me, I have absolutely been there. I used to live completely immersed in that content creation chaos until I finally discovered a single solution that genuinely changed the entire game for me. Having been creating content since long before short form was even a concept, I can tell you that the absolute biggest drain on my time was always the repurposing process. You know the painful routine. You finish a packed 90-minute webinar or a deep dive podcast that's just filled with absolute gold. And then you stare blankly at the timeline wondering how to turn it into consistent social content without losing your mind. That exact struggle is why I got genuinely excited about this new AI-driven tool called Vizard. Because this isn't about selling you a shiny button, but showing you how it helps you ship content, build a funnel, and get more eyeballs without having to become a full-time video editor. Here is the core premise. What if an artificial intelligence could watch your entire long-form video, automatically find the absolute best parts that are guaranteed to hit on social media, cut them into ready-to-post clips, and then schedule everything for you? Honestly, that whole concept sounds like a total fantasy, right? But that is precisely the workflow that Vizard is built to execute every single time. This isn't just another simple trimming tool. It is a complete, end-to-end content pipeline. You get auto-editing, auto-scheduling, and a unified content calendar that keeps everything organized, so you finally stop juggling 8 different disconnected apps. So let me actually walk you through the specific way I leverage this tool in my own daily process, because context truly matters here. Picture this scenario. You've just wrapped a major coaching call, finished a dynamic live stream, or recorded a fantastic podcast where your guest dropped some absolute fire takes. Normally, you would export that massive file, open a complicated editor, spend ages hunting for timestamps, then manually write every single caption before scheduling each post one by one. That entire manual process is frankly boring, incredibly slow, and completely unsustainable for growing creators today. With Vizard, you simply upload the raw recording, and the AI immediately handles 3 massive heavy lifts on your behalf. First, it meticulously finds those viral, short, high-engagement moments that people actually stop scrolling for and instantly spits them out as formatted, ready-to-post videos. Next, you just tell the tool how often you actually want to post, and boom, the auto-schedule feature handles the entire distribution for the rest of the month. You still retain full control to adjust the posting cadence, tweak any copy, and preview absolutely everything within the visual content calendar. It's literally one source file transforming into 20+ usable clips, all connected to a posting plan that essentially runs itself on autopilot. Trust me when I say the sheer mental load reduction from this automation is worth the price of admission alone. Now, just to be perfectly clear for those of you who are already savvy, I have definitely used excellent tools like Descript and Castmagic in the past. They are absolutely fantastic at what they are designed for, which includes robust transcriptions, granular clip creation, and deep hands-on editing workflows. But here is precisely where Vizard stands out uniquely for me. It is specifically engineered around turning long-form video into consistent, platform-ready short-form content with the absolute minimum hands-on effort. Descript remains amazing for those moments when you need deep edits or complex audio-video cleanup, and Castmagic is phenomenal for turning conversations into structured written assets like course drafts or helpful worksheets. Vizard, however, focuses almost entirely on the clip-first workflow and establishing that publish-first backbone. Find the clips, polish them lightning fast, and push them out on a cadence that reliably grows your audience. All right, let's break down a few concrete, real-world use cases right now so you can vividly picture this fitting into your own professional life. For all the podcasters out there, you simply upload that latest episode, and Vizard instantly pulls the most engaging snippets perfectly sized for TikTok, YouTube Shorts, and Instagram Reels. It even goes a step further by suggesting intelligent captions and platform-specific hashtags that are already optimized for maximizing potential virality. This means you absolutely do not need to be a dedicated social media strategist to easily turn one single episode into a full week's worth of diverse content. If you are a coach or consultant, record that powerful session, and Vizard immediately delivers timestamps, pull-out quotes, and short clips ready to repurpose for LinkedIn posts or quick engaging reels. Just imagine dropping a minute-long clip of a genuine client breakthrough moment paired with a caption specifically designed to invite direct messages. That is the new way to attract clients without ever resorting to cold outreach. For the marketers and sales development reps, you can use Vizard to efficiently analyze dense industry interviews or long internal strategy webinars. From there, you can pull perfect tactical quotes for personalized outreach messages, craft informed posts that clearly show your industry understanding, and schedule them to hit exactly when your prospects are online. Course creators can use this to stitch together key lessons from multiple recordings and instantly turn them into engaging promo snippets, helpful FAQ clips, and enticing module teasers. Better yet, you can draft an entire sales email sequence right from the key moments and use the integrated calendar to drip it out perfectly while your main course launch is actively running. Here is a small but incredibly important detail. Vizard gives you the crucial ability to maintain a consistent, authentic brand voice throughout all the new content. You know how many AI outputs feel completely cookie-cutter and end up sounding like every other generic LinkedIn post you scroll past? Vizard solves this by letting you set specific tone preferences and actively learning from your past successful edits to keep your unique phrasing consistent. This means you achieve maximum efficiency without ever having to sacrifice your genuine personality or sound like a disengaged robot. Another major aspect that I absolutely love is the intuitive visual content calendar feature. Once your clips are generated, you can visually lay them out on the timeline, easily drag and drop posts, and even batch all your necessary captions there. It honestly feels like having an assistant who deeply understands your content strategy. And if you are the type of creator who loves to genuinely test what works, you can quickly set up crucial split tests, like 2 versions of the same clip with different captions posted at slightly different optimal times. That capability allows for simple experimentation that generates incredibly real and measurable results. Now look, I completely understand the initial skepticism that surrounds AI editing tools today. We've all seen the magic tricks where AI claims to edit everything, but then you realize you still have to manually touch 80% of those resulting clips. Vizard's true sweet spot is that it gets you a solid 70 to 90% of the way there automatically by perfectly finding the hook, pulling the best soundbite, and formatting it correctly for every specific platform. The remaining necessary edits are then small, manageable tasks, like trimming an unnecessary breath, making a tiny caption tweak, or quickly switching out a thumbnail image. That level of progress represents a massive, undeniable productivity win compared to the painful experience of starting that entire editing process completely from zero. You might be wondering, but what about when I'm out and about? What about true mobile capability? And yes, the great news is that Vizard does indeed have a fully functional companion app available. I can record quick 2-minute riffs when I'm walking between meetings, throw them immediately into the app, and the tool instantly turns that audio into a handful of usable captions and clips. Having no desktop computer necessary for this level of processing is absolutely clutch for any creator who spends a lot of time constantly on the move. This feature is also an absolute game changer when it comes to team collaboration. So let's talk about that. Instead of sending a 20-minute internal meeting, recording to 3 different departments, and hoping someone will take the time to summarize it, you just drop that recording straight into Vizard. The tool instantly generates a clean, shareable internal page, complete with accurate timestamps, highlighted key takeaways, and relevant clip suggestions for everyone. This means your product, marketing, and sales teams can all efficiently pull exactly the information they need without ever having to sit through and re-watch the entire source video. Okay. Now let's be completely transparent for a moment and discuss the practical limits of the product. Like any sophisticated AI product currently on the market, Vizard certainly isn't going to be absolutely perfect in every single scenario. Specifically, if your source audio quality is genuinely terrible, or if the content discussed is extremely niche and technical, the initial clip selection might require a little more human attention. Furthermore, any heavy, complex editing styles that rely on intricate visual storytelling or multi-camera choreography will likely not be 100% automated just yet. Vizard is genuinely ideal for any piece of conversational content. Think talks, interviews, webinars, or coaching calls, where the real gold resides in the speaker's voice and groundbreaking ideas, rather than complex cinematic visuals. Now, I truly don't want this segment to sound like a generic vendor pitch, so let me describe how I actually use Vizard in my own weekly workflow. My process starts by recording just one deep dive session. This could be a major podcast episode, a key client coaching call, or even a full keynote presentation. And then, using Vizard, in under an hour of processing time, I will have an entire week's worth of polished social media assets ready to go. Following that, I immediately jump into the content calendar to strategically schedule and spread those multiple notifications out over the following 4 weeks. While all that content is automatically running, I diligently track engagement metrics and feed the absolute best performing clips directly back into a retargeting ad campaign or a specialized newsletter segment. That simple automated cycle keeps my entire top-of-funnel engagement consistently active without me ever having to spend a single thought on daily, tedious content creation. And here is a crucial pro tip for maximizing your results. You absolutely have to repurpose smart, not just hard. Always use the exact same core clip across multiple platforms, but make sure you deliberately change the caption and critically change the call to action. What performs incredibly well and goes viral on TikTok might completely flop on a platform like LinkedIn unless you strategically adapt the core angle of the presentation. Vizard actually makes this necessary adaptation much easier by instantly giving you several different caption options and allowing you to easily tweak the tone specifically for each target platform. For anyone out there worried about the common question, will my newly automated content end up looking exactly the same as everyone else's out there? There are 2 key things to remember here. First, your raw thoughts, unique perspective, and the way you naturally phrase things are inherently unique to you, and the AI only assists in packaging that existing raw material. Second, Vizard's saved templates and custom style settings actively help you maintain a distinct and recognizable voice across every single post, so over time, your content builds a cohesive vibe that your audience will instantly recognize. And because this is always the next question people ask me directly, yes, there is absolutely a risk-free trial period available. You can upload a couple of your own recordings, really kick the tires on the system, and personally see how closely the AI's clip suggestions actually match your established style. Just like with any powerful tool, the true return on investment comes from diligently building that single repeatable process. Record, upload, approve, schedule, analyze, and then rinse and repeat that entire cycle. All right, everyone, we are now wrapping up the main discussion for today's episode. If you are a creator, coach, marketer, or anyone who regularly generates any form of long-form video, Vizard genuinely feels like hiring a tiny, hyper-efficient team that finds the viral moments and then schedules them automatically for you. It is definitely not some magic wand that replaces your vital creative judgment, but what it absolutely does is make the majority of the tedious, heavy lifting completely disappear. If you are ready to finally stop wasting hours every week on tedious repurposing and actually get your valuable ideas in front of more people more often, I highly encourage you to give Vizard a dedicated try. Start simply by uploading just one recording to see how many high-quality clips it instantly creates for you, and then seriously test just one full week of scheduled content. You'll be truly surprised at how much traction a single episode can create when you finally get your distribution strategy locked down tight. That's it for today's episode. If you want, I can walk you through a complete live demo next time where we build a week of content together. Leave a comment below right now if that sounds useful. And if you are already using Vizard or something similar, definitely drop your own expert tips below so we can all learn together. Peace out, keep creating great things, and remember, it's not about working harder, it's about shipping smarter.